Oh my goodness, the energy coming through right now is absolutely electric. I had to sit down immediately because Spirit is practically shouting at me to deliver this message to you. Someone has been carrying something heavy on their heart, and they are finally ready to break their silence. This is about unfinished business, my dear. The kind that keeps you up at night, the kind that makes your heart skip a beat when their name crosses your mind. There is someone who is preparing to speak, to define what has been left hanging in the air between you two, and the cards are revealing that this moment is closer than you think. Before we dive deep into this reading, I want you to know that this is a general reading from Opal here at Spiritual Infusion Guidance, and I always want you to take only what resonates with you. Leave behind anything that doesn't align with your situation. Your intuition is your greatest guide. So trust yourself as we move through this together. The three cards that came forward for this reading are creating such a powerful story, and I can feel the anticipation, the nervousness, and yes, even the hope that surrounds this connection. Let me share with you what Spirit wants you to know right now. The first card that jumped out of the deck, and I mean literally jumped because Spirit wanted to make sure I didn't miss this, is the Two of Cups. Oh my dear, do you feel the butterflies in your stomach right now? Because this card is telling me that this connection, this unfinished business between you and this person, it's not something small or insignificant. This is a soul level connection we're talking about here. The Two of Cups represents partnership, mutual attraction, and the kind of chemistry that you simply cannot fake or force. When I see this card, I see two people who have looked into each other's eyes and recognize something deeper, something that goes beyond the surface level attraction that most people experience. What's coming through so strongly right now is that this person, whether they've been in your life recently or whether there's been distance between you, they have not been able to shake the feeling of what you two shared. I'm hearing from Spirit that this person lies awake at night, replaying conversations with you, replaying moments, replaying the way you made them feel. The Two of Cups doesn't show up for casual connections, my love. This shows up for the real thing. This shows up when two souls have touched each other in a way that leaves an imprint that simply won't fade, no matter how much time passes or how much distance is placed between them. I'm also getting that there may have been a moment, perhaps multiple moments, where things felt absolutely perfect between you two. Maybe it was a conversation that flowed so effortlessly that hours felt like minutes. Maybe it was a look that was exchanged that said more than words ever could. Maybe it was a connection that felt like coming home to a place you didn't even know you'd been missing. Whatever it was, this person remembers it with crystal clarity, and they're carrying it with them like a treasure they're afraid to lose but haven't known how to protect or claim. Now, the second card that came through is making my heart race because it's the Knight of Cups. And oh, sweetheart, do you understand what this means? The Knight of Cups is the romantic of the tarot deck. This is someone who is ready to move forward with their heart wide open. This is not someone who is going to send you mixed signals anymore or keep you guessing about where you stand. The Knight of Cups comes riding in with a clear message, with an offer, with something tangible and real. This person has been doing their inner work, they've been processing their feelings, and they've reached a point where staying silent is more painful than the vulnerability of speaking their truth. What I'm picking up on so strongly is that this person has been scared. The energy around them shows someone who has perhaps been hurt before, someone who has learned to guard their heart, someone who doesn't give their feelings away easily. But you, my dear, you've done something to them that they didn't expect. You've gotten past those walls. You've touched something in them that they thought was unreachable, and now they're at a crossroads where they have to make a choice. They can continue protecting themselves and potentially lose you, or they can take the brave step of being honest about what they feel and what they want this connection to be. I'm also hearing that this person may have tried to convince themselves that they could move on from you, that they could categorize what you shared as just a moment in time, just a brief connection that didn't need to be anything more. But Spirit is showing me that every time they've tried to diminish what this is, life has reminded them otherwise. They see things that remind them of you. They hear songs that take them back to moments with you. They find themselves comparing other people to you and realizing that no one else creates the same spark, the same ease, the same feeling of rightness. The Knight of Cups energy is telling me that this person is gathering their courage right now. They're rehearsing what they want to say to you. They're imagining the conversation, playing out different scenarios in their mind. They want to get this right because you matter to them more than they perhaps let on. There's a sweetness to this energy, a genuine desire to honor what exists between you two rather than letting it remain undefined or letting it slip away into the category of what could have been. Now, the third card, and this one made me actually gasp when I pulled it because it's so perfect and so revealing, is the Ace of Cups. My dear, do you know what an ace represents in tarot? It represents new beginnings, fresh starts, the beginning of a new cycle. And this isn't just any ace. This is the Ace of Cups, which is the card of new emotional beginnings, new love, new depth and connection. This is the universe's way of saying that what's coming isn't just a conversation to clear the air or to find closure. This is the beginning of something real, something that has the potential to fill your cup in ways you've been longing for. The Ace of Cups is overflowing with emotion, with potential, with pure feeling that hasn't been tainted or complicated yet. When I look at this card in the context of your reading, I see that this person is ready to offer you their heart in a way they haven't before. They're ready to say the words that define this connection, words like commitment, partnership, exclusivity, future, whatever has been left unsaid, whatever has been unclear or ambiguous between you two, they're preparing to bring clarity to it. What's making me emotional right now is that I can feel how much this person actually cares. There's a purity to this energy that you don't see every day. This isn't someone who's coming to you because they're bored or because they want to keep you as an option. This is someone who has realized that you are the option they want, the person they choose, the connection they're willing to fight for. The Ace of Cups often appears when divine timing is at play, when the universe has been orchestrating things behind the scenes to bring two people together at exactly the right moment. I'm also picking up that you may have been patient, perhaps more patient than you wanted to be. You may have wondered if you were reading too much into this connection or if you were the only one feeling the depth of it. You may have questioned whether you should move on or whether you should hold space for this person to figure out what they want. And Spirit is telling me that your patience, your ability to honor both your own feelings and give this person the space they needed, that has not gone unnoticed. In fact, it's part of what has helped this person realize what they have with you, because not everyone would have extended that kind of grace. The combination of these three cards, the Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups, is creating such a beautiful narrative. This is a love story that's been waiting to be written, and the pen is finally being put to paper. This person sees you not as a casual connection, not as someone to pass time with, but as someone significant, someone worth declaring their feelings for, someone worth building something real with. What I want you to understand is that when this person does come forward to speak and define this connection, they're going to be vulnerable with you in a way they may not have been before. They're going to let you see the depth of what they've been feeling. And this is going to require courage from both of you, because defining something, putting labels on it, declaring what you want from each other, that changes things. It takes the connection from the realm of possibility into the realm of reality, and that can feel both exhilarating and terrifying at the same time. I'm also sensing that timing has been a factor in why this conversation hasn't happened yet. Perhaps one or both of you were dealing with other life circumstances, healing from past wounds, or simply not ready to handle the intensity of what this connection could become. But the cards are showing me that the timing is shifting now. Whatever needed to fall into place is falling into place. Whatever needed to be healed is healing. Whatever needed to be learned is being learned. There's also an energy of divine intervention around this reading. I feel like some of you watching this may have been praying about this connection, asking the universe or your guides for clarity, for a sign, for movement. And this reading is your sign, my love. This is the universe confirming that yes, this is real. Yes, this person feels it too. And yes, something is about to shift in a beautiful way. The Ace of Cups specifically is making me feel like when this conversation does happen, it's going to feel like a relief, like finally being able to exhale after holding your breath for too long. There's going to be a sense of things clicking into place, of the confusion and uncertainty lifting, of finally understanding where you stand with this person. And more than that, there's going to be a feeling of excitement about what you can build together now that you're both on the same page. I want you to prepare your heart for this, not by building walls or protecting yourself from potential disappointment, but by staying open to receiving what wants to come to you. This person is going to show up differently than they may have before. You're going to see a side of them that's more honest, more direct, more willing to claim what they want. And when someone shows up for you like that, it's important to recognize it and honor it, even if part of you might be tempted to guard yourself because of past uncertainty. The energy I'm feeling is that this conversation could happen quite soon. For some of you, it might be within days. For others, it might be a couple of weeks. But the wheels are already in motion. This person is already thinking about how to approach you, what to say, how to express what's been building inside them. They want to get it right because this matters to them so deeply. My dear, beautiful soul, I hope this reading has brought you the confirmation and the hope that your heart has been seeking. The cards are speaking so clearly about unfinished business that is finally ready to be addressed, about someone who is preparing to define what has been undefined, about a love that is ready to step out of the shadows and into the light where it belongs. Trust in the divine timing of your journey. Trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by. And most importantly, trust in your own worth and in the beauty of the connection you share with this person. You deserve someone who is clear about wanting you, who is willing to define the connection, who shows up with their whole heart. And the cards are telling me that this is exactly what is coming your way. Thank you so much for spending this time with me here at Spiritual Infusion Guidance. I'm Opal, and it is always such an honor to be a messenger for spirit and to deliver these readings to you. Remember to take only what resonates and leave the rest. Your intuition knows your path better than anyone, including me. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I'm holding space for the beautiful unfolding of your love story. Until next time, my beautiful soul, take care of your precious heart